morning. It is Monday, November 19th, 2018. It's 24 minutes after 7 o'clock, and you're listening to AM Ocala Live. And we are broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary, where if you set a spell, you can look at the Christmas tree and think of Christmases past and Christmas presents of the future.
I know. This is great. I love it.
Or just remember when those copper horses used to be in the fountains instead of being outdoors where they belong.
Exactly. Indoors in center court.
Morning, Robin. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Larry?
Pretty good. Let me look at the weather forecast and pretend I'm an amateur weatherman here.
Okay.
Let's see. 65 degrees is the temperature right now. Look for it to climb to 80 today before we're done. 60 tonight with partly cloudy skies and about a 10% chance we'll see some rain. That's pretty much what you're going to see tomorrow also, but some cooler temperatures moving in tomorrow night with temperatures dropping to 50 degrees Tuesday night. Wednesday, 73 is the high, 48 is the low. And nothing really drastic in this forecast all the way through a week from today. So, and Thursday, Thanksgiving, you want to know about that, right? 75 degrees, about a 50% chance we'll see rain, and about a 50% chance you'll eat turkey, it says here. So just so you know.
50%.
Part of the weather forecast, yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we're doing this morning. It is Monday. It's the first day of one of those weeks that we have in the year that feels like the whole week is a holiday. I'm not so sure why that happens on the Thanksgiving week, but it does. And I don't blame you if you're deciding to say, I'm not doing too good today, sir. I'm going to come in and...
There you go. Well, the students are off school all this week, so it's a good reason to call in sick, right? Be with your children.
I have never called in sick with an asterisk. All right?
Oh, okay.
The asterisk is, I had a job, where a night job, and if I was caught snoozing, then I was losing. Yeah, you get written up. And so I went, and I never intentionally would sleep at a job, but I remember sitting there one time, and the boss said, I just caught you sleeping and you're getting written up. I was like, that is so unfair.
Oh, that's right.
That is so unfair. So,
yeah, because people that smoke could go outside and take their break and smoke and everything. Why can't you nap during your break?
Where were you when I needed you? I needed that. Yeah, I needed a little bit of... I need an attorney's way of thinking. Yeah, I should have done that. But instead I said, you know what? All right, from now on, I'll just call in sick if I'm too tired.
There you go.
How about that, fella?
There you go. He showed them.
7:35, we have news and commentary. Your commentary, my commentary, the commentary of those people who want to call in and share their commentary. We'll do that at 7:35. 8 o'clock, Galen Unold will be on with us. I have for Galen I don't know what to do with it. The things that you should not buy at the dollar store.
Oh.
If you're thinking about trying to get away cheap this Christmas, like for batteries, I'll give you a sneak peek. That's one of the things on the list.
Oh, hey, I found that out firsthand.
Did you?
Ever give me a Ever-Ready or a Duracell anytime. I'm not buying those off-brands.
There is something about those two brand names that seem to make a difference, right? So that's what we're talking about there. I got to find my list. I don't know what to do with it. Either that or we'll just make something up. News Bites at 8:35. That's when we stop trying to be entertaining and we don't offer any opinion. We don't try to be commentators. We just read the news the way we get it. And a lot of people like that for that reason. Don Ream is the founder and CEO of E3 Solutions. He's a former White House correspondent, a congressional science advisor. He's got a book called Thrive by Design, the neuroscience that drives high-performance cultures.
Yes.
How about that?
Okay.
Matt Bellis is coming on at 9:35. Matt is the Chief Communications Officer of Liberty Health Share. It sounds like a infomercial, isn't
it? It is. We spoke to his dad, Dale, last week at 7:35, and now
we'll be right back.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The remains of 77 people have now been found in the ashes of the Camp Fire in Northern California. Congressman Devin Nunes tells Fox even hundreds of miles away.
You can actually see the smoke in the air. You can smell the smoke. A lot of high school football games and college football games were canceled or delayed all over the state.
More than 10,500 homes are destroyed. Rain in the forecast should help firefighters later this week. President Trump says he did not know before giving him the job as acting attorney general that Matthew Whitaker had been critical of the special counsel Russia investigation.
If he said that there's no collusion, he's right.
The president on Fox News Sunday, California Democrat Adam Schiff tells ABC's This Week Whitaker
was chosen for the purpose of interfering with the Mueller investigation.
The president on Twitter replaced the F's in Congressman Schiff's name with T's, turning it into a vulgarity. Congressman Schiff responds, "Wow, Mr. President, that's a good one." This is Fox News.
It's the holiday sales event at Ford. It's a big deal, and we're busy making preparations to get you the best deals of the year. Because unlike Santa's presents, ours don't just magically appear. At Ford, ours are built in real factories, where pickup trucks come with best-in-class towing and payload, where SUVs are built with available features like terrain management and driver assist technologies, and where every bolt, stitch, and line of code is tested and tested again. But you don't have to write Santa a letter to get these presents. Naughty or nice, just come see your Ford dealer during our holiday sales event for our best offers of the year. Ford, built for the holidays. Built Ford proud.
Best-in-class towing and payload when properly configured. Class is light-duty pickups under 8,500 pounds GVWR based on Ford segmentation.
Here is your one-minute news brief. Senator Bill Nelson conceded his re-election bid to Republican Rick Scott yesterday after a recount left Nelson thousands of votes short of the outgoing governor. In the Florida governor's race, Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum conceded to DeSantis on Saturday. Brenda Snipes, Broward County Supervisor of Elections, submitted her resignation letter late yesterday, facing heavy criticism for misplacing 2,000 ballots. Florida sheriff's deputies fatally shot a drug trafficking suspect they say tried to run them over with his car in St. Lucie County. A Pasco County teacher confessed to secretly videotaping a high school girl as she changed her shirt. 2 Ocala men were arrested on a variety of drug and drug-related charges as part of an undercover operation by Ocala police. And we haven't even eaten our turkey yet, and it's full-on Christmas time at the Magic Kingdom. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is kicked off with music, munchies, milkshakes, and, of course, merchandise. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Monday will be a nice day with clouds and some sun. There can be a shower in spots along the coast during the afternoon hours. The high 77 at the coast, 81 inland. Partly cloudy Monday night, mid to upper 50s and some cooler inland spots, mid 60s along the coast. Intervals of clouds and sun on Tuesday. There can be a shower or thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon along the coast, the high 76 to 80. Wednesday, partly sunny, high 74 to 78. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
During this season of Thanksgiving, Palm Garden of Ocala would like to express our gratitude. We are thankful for the opportunity to extend the finest in nursing and rehab services. We are thankful to be a witness to miracles on 34th Street. And most of all, we are thankful for our precious guests and residents who touch our lives every day as we strive to improve theirs. Palm Garden of Ocala, located on the corner of 27th Avenue and 34th Street.
Holiday gift giving is hard. Kids these days have it all. It's a constant struggle to figure out what gifts to give. Sky Zone Ocala has the perfect holiday stocking stuffers you're looking for. Get a 30-minute free jump and socks when you purchase a $35 gift card. You get a free 30-minute jump and socks for every $35 gift card you purchase. This is a limited time deal and must be purchased and used at Sky Zone of Ocala at 2400 Southwest College Road in Ocala. Hurry in before the time runs out.
Hi, I'm Russ Moore with Pike Mill. Our relationship with WOCA started in 2009. WOCA is family-friendly, community-involved station. When we moved to our new location on 17th Street in October of 2016, of course, we went to WOCA so they could tell everybody our new location. The folks at WOCA really care about their clients and want them to be successful. For all of your shipping needs, call Pike Mill, and to tell the Ocala area about your business, call WOCA, because WOCA radio gets results.
Friends, countrymen, tourists, and Ocalans, lend me your ears. Hey, speaking of ears, there is an opportunity for you to help feed and provide good maintenance, housing, and medical care for Marion County's rescued big cats, bears, monkeys, and other disabled or unreleasable wild and exotic animals. Take a tour on Wednesdays or Saturdays of the Endangered Animal Rescue Rescue Sanctuary. Call 352-266-2859. The Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary is affectionately known as EARS.
The sound of the bat cracking, the crowd cheering, the smell of overpriced but tasty hot dogs, the memories that will last a lifetime of your first baseball game with little Johnny. Your team wins. It was a great night until you get home. It's 9 p.m. and your wife says you have no water.
We have no water.
What do you do?
What do you do?
Rule number 1, don't panic. Remain calm. Okay, that's 2 rules.
We don't have time for jokes, funny man.
Okay, think back. On the way home, you heard a radio commercial.
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
Eureka. You saved the day. You remembered that Mike Scott Plumbing doesn't charge extra for nights, weekends, or holidays. You are a genius.
Hey, Mr. Genius, did you remember the phone number?
Of course you did. Remember, you're a genius. 352-237-2888. Because at Mike Scott Plumbing, if water runs through it, we do it. Even if water's not running through it at this particular moment. Mike Scott Plumbing.
All right. Thank you, Dan. 24 minutes before 8 o'clock. A little overcast out there. And it's the Monday of the Thanksgiving week. So hopefully you when do you start thawing out the turkey? Today? Today.
Yeah, it takes 3 days.
So you go, but when you buy it in the grocery store, is it frozen?
It's both. It's either frozen or not frozen.
Oh,
It all depends what you want.
So if you buy it today, would it be better to buy it unfrozen?
No, because then it's going to sit in the refrigerator for 2 days, and then it might get funny. So that's just my opinion. I just don't like that salmonella stuff.
That'd be so you could put the turkey on a comedy show if it got funny.
Yeah, you could.
All right, let's see. We went to Light Up Ocala on Saturday. I forgot what day it was. And so we posted some videos and things of that nature. We have an audio clip we did there.
Oh, yeah, that was so nice.
So anyway, it was good to kind of be able to walk around. And we actually walked down to the to Tuscola Park to see the skating rink.
Yes.
Which the kids were just having a good time. I know a lot of you think it should be downtown, but and I know a lot of you don't think Tuscola is downtown. I guess I was wrong about that, but anyway, it's down there.
Yes.
It's uptown from downtown because it's north, so I guess that still works in Ocala, right?
I think so.
But it was just nice. It was just a nice thing that they have done for the kids, and it brings people to that part of the park where they might not have gone otherwise, and so it kind of opens up their eyes to what's all available at the Riley Arts Center. What's it called? Riley Art.
The Riley Arts Center.
Speaking of which, we saw Matthew at the event.
Yep, Matthew Wardell.
Maestro and City Councilman Matthew Wardell's got 2 hats he has to wear, huh?
Yeah.
And his beautiful wife. Oh my gosh, she's a model, huh?
Yeah, his fiancée.
Pretty girl. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
April.
Not wife yet. Yes.
Yes. She's gorgeous.
All right, and if some of you bumped into us and said hi, thank you for doing that. Ralph bumped into us, and I don't think I said other than, hey, Robin, it's Ralph. And then I was busy taking pictures.
Ralph D'Amelio, he's a super photographer, and Doug Engel was there, too, from the Star Banner. He's a super photographer.
Did you get to talk to those guys? I was busy taking pictures myself.
No, I just got to say hi to Ralph and give him a hug, and hi to Doug and give him a hug, and they were off because they needed to capture the moment. So
right.
Both of them are fabulous photographers.
Yeah.
And Doug goes into the videographer realm, so those 2 people you can't beat for photographs.
Well,
and
I appreciate that, but I tried. I took.
You do a good job. You do a fabulous job. Are you kidding?
No. So what I have fun with is the 360-degree photograph.
Yeah, that is so amazing. It's awesome.
You put on your little virtual goggles, whatever you call these things. This is the cardboard one. It's amazing. Just put a phone into a cardboard device, and you can see things in 3D. Anyway, so I put one up of Light Up Ocala just before we were real close to the gazebo, to the stage.
Yeah.
So we put up a 360 of the crowd.
It was about 4 o'clock. Yeah.
Oh, when did the lights go on?
Oh, the lights went on at 6:30, but you did one at early.
No, but I'm saying when there was a crowd there.
Oh, yeah.
Just before 6:30.
Yeah, that was fabulous.
That's why I didn't get to see Ralph and Doug.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw them. Hey, I don't care.
Yeah, right.
Charlie Stone and his beautiful wife, Michelle Stone.
Oh, yeah, they were there.
They were both there.
Yeah, we chatted with them. But no, you did a great job on that 360.
We bumped into a few people.
Yeah, Santa Claus.
I didn't bump into Santa. You did.
No, yeah. In Mrs.
Santa's
Claus.
wife was cute. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, she's hot stuff.
Don't know who Santa's wife was, but she was a cutie. I'll tell you that right now. Mrs. Claus, you got something going on there, baby.
It was absolutely
that red suit is becoming on you.
Yeah. Tried out the Lodge for the first time. That was amazing.
Oh, my gosh.
Such fun.
All right, how many of you tried the Lodge? The Lodge is the restaurant that now is in the old Starbucks location.
Yeah.
All right. So you know what they serve there? Let me tell you what they serve there. They serve... First of all, it was really buzzing. It was really fun. The people in there were really doing a good job. Mm-hmm. But I am not bold when it comes to going outside my comfort zone when it comes to food. So I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just expressing my own personal discomfort with some of these things.
Yes.
It's called the Lodge. They have animal heads on the wall, which I thought was why in this day and age you wouldn't think you'd see that, but apparently nobody cares. Okay, all right. So they have chicken. Okay, that's on the good list for me. Chicken is good.
Yeah.
They have hamburgers. I'm okay with that.
And pork.
I'm not really a pork eater.
Okay.
Not
it
much.
Was that pulled pork.
But they have that too. Okay, so that's about it for me. Pork being kind of on the line.
Uh-huh.
Then on the other side of the line is rabbit. No, thank you. I don't want to eat no bunny rabbit. I know some of you do, and that's fine with me. Frank, if you're listening, you'd eat a rabbit off the street if you saw one. A roadkill rabbit. And then they have venison, and okay, everybody's going to, you can call me a Yankee, whatever, but I'm not into that.
Yeah.
By the way, a lot of Yankees eat venison. This one doesn't. Larry doesn't want to eat no deer. I'm okay with a chicken or a cow, but I don't want to eat no deer. What else did they have in there? Oh, they had alligator.
Yes.
Now that goes with the pork, and it's kind of on the line. I have done that, and it wasn't bad. It goes with frog legs. I'm not going to do that one either.
Yeah.
It's kind of on. No, frog legs goes to the no column. No, I'm not going to do frog legs. But anyway, so that it was kind of. Oh, and duck. They have duck.
Yes.
I've never had duck. I don't know why I'd be opposed to it. Ducks seem like the dogs of birds. Ducks seem like dogs to me. They bark at you. They beg for food.
Yeah.
Right?
They do.
They seem to know who you are. They got a cute face. Ducks are like the dogs of birds. That's what I think.
Exactly.
So, but if you like to eat those kind of animals.
But they had one more.
What am I forgetting?
Bison.
That's buffalo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bison and buffalo, they're two separate animals, but they're similar.
Oh, they are? Well, I don't know that I've ever had. That sounds like a cow, though.
Yeah.
So I might be okay with that. That would be on the line. That would be on, I'm not so sure. That's the I'm not so sure part.
Yeah.
If they ever resurrect the woolly mammoth, they keep talking about this in the news, right? You know this is going to be a menu item.
I know.
You know, if they ever can do the DNA thing, and I think they've got it worked out, the cloning thing. I think they figured it out. They're just not telling us.
Yeah.
But you know that if they can start raising woolly mammoths, you know, beasts the size of a semi-truck or bigger, right?
Yeah.
You know that it'll be on some menu somewhere.
Yeah. Well, probably not Ocala, because they tried ostrich here at that one restaurant, and the restaurant closed, so I guess people weren't a fan.
They should have done like
We're
the Lodge is
Stevie
doing.
Beezus now.
No,
Yeah.
no, they should have done like we have lots of the normal stuff and some of the not so normal stuff. If all you're doing is selling ostrich meat, you're probably not going to survive.
But Light Up Ocala was great. They had the SWAT team out there with their big guns and everything, and they had the
Which was
streets
surprising to
blocked
me.
off, yeah.
See, we weren't here last year.
Yeah.
I didn't know they started doing that. So
yeah. So it was real safe feeling. Everybody had a great time, and thank you to the city of Ocala. And we took your shuttle, and that was very nice too.
The shuttle was cool because
so that was good.
All right, let's see. This Thanksgiving, 54.3 million people will travel 50 miles or more away from home, which is a 4.8% increase over last year. That will be the highest volume of Thanksgiving travelers since 2005. All that information comes courtesy of AAA.
There you go.
Travel times will start to increase today.
Okay.
And could be 4 times longer than a normal trip in the most congested cities. 4 times longer. The best days to travel will be Thanksgiving Day, the day after Thanksgiving Day, and Saturday.
And we saw the interstate going southbound, going really slow yesterday, about 6 o'clock at night. So they're out there.
Let's see. Some Central Americans were hoping today to leave the town of Mexicali on the California-Mexico border for Tijuana, where an additional 2,400 migrants have converged. More than 1,000 people crowded into shelters in Mexicali over the weekend as Mexican federal police prevented their buses from continuing 100 miles along the highway to Tijuana, Mexico's westernmost border city. Hundreds of Tijuana residents opposed to what they described as the chaos of the migrant caravan gathered at a prominent roundabout yesterday before marching to a shelter. They chanted, "Mexico, Mexico," and "Yes to migrants, no to invaders."
Gosh.
Yeah, and waved signs with messages urging the migrants to go home and urging the government to take action.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing.
There you go.
Come in legally.
Well, they're in Mexico illegally.
Right, and that's the thing. The Mexican government offered them, places to stay. They offered them jobs. They offered them schools for their children, and they turned their noses up to that. So evidently they don't want to work or do anything. They just want to come here and be on welfare.
Brian Stuthoff used to be the fire chief here in Ocala. He's now with the Historic Ocala Preservation Society, and he sent something out I wanted to share with you. It is a little piece he wrote, I think. Yes, it is. It is by Brian.
It is.
It's the 135th anniversary of Ocala's Thanksgiving Day fire.
That is so cool.
Can I read it to you?
Yes.
All right. This is from Brian Stuthoff. Thank you for sending this. He is a board member of the Historic Ocala Preservation Society. He's also a retired assistant chief from Ocala Fire Rescue. Chester Allen Arthur was the 21st president of the United States. And the Brooklyn Bridge opened in New York. The year was 1883. It would also be the year in which a fire would forever change Ocala.
Yeah.
He wrote a town in Florida named Ocala, but that was for everybody else who reads it.
Yes.
During the early morning hours on Thanksgiving Day, a lantern is believed to have been knocked over by workers sleeping on the second floor of the Benjamin and Company Mercantile Store. The two-story building, constructed of wood, was located on the corner of what is now East Silver Springs Boulevard and First Avenue. You didn't know that?
Mm-mm.
About 5 o'clock in the morning, shouts of fire were heard, and soon the bell from the Methodist Church began to toll, announcing the spread of the flames. At the time, the majority of buildings surrounding the downtown square were built of wood, and the city had no organized fire department. Remember, this is 1883.
Yeah.
Citizens tried valiantly to form a bucket brigade to fight the fires, but they were no match against the wind-swept conflagration. Conflagration? Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Soon, 2 hotels, 10 stores, the office of the Ocala Banner newspaper, and several residences erupted in flames before the day was over. 5 square blocks lay in ashes. 5 square blocks.
Wow.
In Ocala. Wow. That is Ocala, right?
Yeah, that is Ocala.
At least back then, especially. As a result of the Thanksgiving Day fire, residents demanded that a first-rate fire department be formed, and city leaders agreed. In December 1883, $2,500 worth of fire bonds were authorized to be sold to raise the needed funds to establish a professional fire department. And in the following months, much of the downtown area was rebuilt, utilizing brick and cast iron as building materials.
Gosh.
Thus, Ocala, within a few years, became known as the Brick City throughout the southeastern United States. The fire department of the city of Ocala, now named Ocala Fire Rescue, was officially established by ordinance on May 13th, 1885, about a year and a half after the Thanksgiving Day fire.
Mm-hmm.
And existing volunteer firemen were absorbed into the new department. William Fox was elected by City Council to serve as Ocala's first fire chief. So he writes, as we give thanks this year at Thanksgiving, let's remember Ocala's former citizens who helped rebuild our great city. Thank you, Brian Stuthoff. That was great.
Thank you, Brian. That was wonderful. You're amazing.
I know that wasn't news like we normally do in this time slot, but he sent that to us, and I wanted to share it with you, all of you.
Yeah, very important.
So I don't even need to read this one, but I'll skim it because for those of you who might not have heard, Senator Bill Nelson conceded his reelection bid to Republican Rick Scott. So Rick Scott will be the next U.S. Senator representing the state of Florida. Bill Nelson had been doing that for 2 decades or so. Mm-hmm. He's now unemployed, I guess.
Yeah.
You might say. And then in the governor's race, similar thing happened. Andrew Gillum, Tallahassee's mayor, conceded to Ron DeSantis on Saturday after they also had their races recounted by elections folks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about the Agriculture Commission. I don't know how that one went down.
No, I don't either.
Brenda Snipes, the supervisor of elections for Broward County, submitted her resignation letter yesterday. She faced heavy criticism for the handling of this year's elections, including the misplacement of 2,000 ballots.
Yeah, that I don't get. I don't understand that. That's a really bad. It probably wasn't her. It was probably a couple of her employees like, oh, we're just going to stick it over here.
A 27-year-old man, a major heroin dealer in St. Lucie County, was shot and killed by deputies because he was trying to kill them with his car.
Good.
So he did hit one deputy, but that deputy's okay.
Well, good. We don't need him anyway because he's a heroin dealer. So good riddance.
A high school teacher in Pasco County has been arrested after a 17-year-old girl who was changing clothes in the closet found his cell phone videotaping her in the closet.
God, good for her to find that phone.
She picked it up, looked at it, rewound the tape, I guess, what it'd be called, the video, and saw him placing it there, and then saw herself getting undressed in his viewfinder, whatever, in his camera.
That is disgusting.
So he has been arrested, probably won't be a teacher any longer, I would say.
Good. He needs to go in jail forever and not come out.
2 Ocala men were arrested on a variety of drug and drug-related charges as part of an undercover operation by the Ocala Police Department and the Unified Drug Enforcement Strike Team. A tip led investigators to go to the home they were in and the shed in the backyard, and they found lots of incriminating stuff, including some weapons. One of them bonded out. The other one is still in jail.
Oh, so the guy with one of them bonded out. Oh, that's horrible. How come they put bail on there? Why can't they say no bail? If you find weapons, that means you're up to no good and you're going to kill people.
Well, let's hope not.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't understand all those rules.
I don't either.
Christopher Watts is set to be sentenced at 10 a.m. today for his role in the murder of his pregnant wife and 2 children. The 33-year-old Colorado man will face at least 3 life terms in prison without the possibility of parole. He pleaded guilty November 6th to the murder of his 34-year-old wife, Shannon, and their daughters, 4-year-old Bella and 3-year-old Celeste. Makes you want to cry.
It does. It does. It's just so disgusting.
Plus, she was 15 weeks pregnant when he killed her.
So he should be tried for 4 murders and not 3.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
The Los Angeles Rams and Kansas City Chiefs square off this evening in a potential Super Bowl preview. What some are calling the NFL's Game of the Year already made huge headlines by being moved out of Mexico City because of poor playing conditions. Chiefs-Ram is back in Los Angeles in prime time, and if it lives up to its billing, could be a wild, high-scoring affair. It's the first meeting in NFL history this late in a season between 2 teams averaging 33 points per game.
It's the Chiefs and who else?
The Rams.
How come they're playing in Mexico City? I don't understand that. Because they're both U.S. teams. Oh, wow.
You know who's coming up in a little bit? Galen, you know.
There you go.
Ask him that question.
That's right.
I don't know the answer of it.
Yeah. Speaking of Galen, Vanguard did win Friday, so congratulations. They're 1 step closer.
Final numbers are expected today after Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, crawled, slithered, and flew its way to the top of the weekend box office with $62.2 million. Its reviews were largely lackluster, with critics saying Rowling's magical world is wearing thin after 10 films. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a Harry Potter film?
Yes, I believe so.
Last week's top film, Dr. Seuss The Grinch, was second with $38.1 million, bringing its domestic tally to $126 million after 2 weekends. Freddie Mercury and Queen, the movie about them, is Bohemian Rhapsody, is still taking a lot of money in. It's third place, having this weekend $15.7 million, adding up to $127 million.
That's great. That's great. The Grinch must be a remake then.
It is. It's an animated thing. I saw.
Yeah, because there was animated Grinch, and then Ron Howard's real live action Grinch, and now another animated Grinch.
The let's see, Detroit Board of Education has decided to consider renaming a school named after Department of Housing and Urban Development Secretary Ben Carson. Mm-hmm. The Detroit Free Press reports that the board voted 6-1 last week to seek a new name for the Benjamin Carson High School of Science and Medicine. A conservative group named Project 21 said in a news release that the decision was a purely political act and ignores the Detroit natives' accomplishments. Yeah, they just don't want to have a school named after a conservative is what it is.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to. It's all political. That's what it is. It's all about labels, not about the person.
Researchers seeking the elusive fountain of youth are shining the spotlight on protein. Eating more protein may reduce seniors' risk of disability and help them remain independent longer.
There you go. Eat more protein. We need that on a T-shirt.
You go to the lodge. They have all types. Dietary protein slows the age-related loss of muscle mass, helping to preserve the ability to do everyday tasks. Mm-hmm. The team analyzed data from more than 700 people who turned 85 years old in 2006. More than 1/4 of them, at 28% exactly, had protein intakes below the recommended dietary allowance. Gosh. Over 5 years of follow-up, the participants who ate more protein at the study's start were less likely to become disabled than those who ate less proteins. So there you go.
There you go. My mother's a healthy eater, and she suggests to me what to eat, and protein's on top of the list. So thank you, Mom.
There you go.
She's amazing.
Well, if you want something to eat, the Magic Kingdom has some food on hand. This isn't protein, it's sugar.
Okay.
For their magic, what's it called again?
Disney's Very Merry Christmas? Mickey's Very Merry Christmas?
Yeah, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas. They have some treats that are in the news. They have the Wreck-It Ralph Sugar Rush Cupcake.
Wow.
Which is described as a red velvet and vanilla cake with buttercream and peppermint.
Oh, does that sound good?
It's at the Main Street Bakery if you're a Disney-ophite. Mm-hmm. Over at Casey's Corner is the ugly sweater brownie with buttercream on top.
I bet it's cute looking. I bet it looks delicious.
And then they also have the Christmas Cookie Extreme Milkshake.
Of course. There you go.
Well, now that Disney's in on the Extreme Milkshake thing, I suppose you'll see it everywhere, Robin.
That's right. Exactly.
When we first discovered the Extreme Milkshake, was a year ago, maybe?
Yeah.
And we predicted it would be part of last year's Light Up Ocala,
yes.
Which it was not.
No, it was not.
And it was not part of this year's Light Up Ocala either, as far as I could tell. However, I did see some local restaurants advertising Extreme Milkshakes.
Yeah, the new one in town on East Silver Springs Boulevard. They have
and now Disney has them, so
there you go.
It'll come our way.
Yeah, well.
Their Extreme Milkshake, by the way, somehow incorporates cotton candy and cookies. I'm not so sure.
Okay.
I'm sure that's bad for your health.
That's right, pink and blue.
And there's also the Vanellope Eclair, which has rainbow cereal toppings on it.
Ooh.
Plus, there's new merchandise and collectibles all over the Magic Kingdom, if you're into that stuff. Mm-hmm. And over in Tomorrowland, they're celebrating the Totally Tomorrowland Christmas. Mm-hmm. And you can see a new a cappella group singing holiday favorites over there.
Oh, wonderful. That's always such fun.
We don't have any tickets this year for Ice, right?
No, we do not.
Ice at the, what's it called again?
Gaylord Palms.
Gaylord Palms?
Yeah, don't have any tickets for Ice.
All right, let's move forward. This is one of those weeks where you feel like you should be staying home, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And doing stuff. I can't wait to put up my tree and my decorations after Thanksgiving. That's my rule, not before.
The sound of the bat cracking.
Ooh.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Ooh.
These things are named wrong.
I know.
This is what happens here. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. The recounts in Florida are over, with Republican Governor Rick Scott winning incumbent Democrat Bill Nelson's U.S. Senate seat and Republican Ron DeSantis winning the governor's race against Democrat Andrew Gillum.
The only thing better than being elected governor of Florida is being elected twice in 2 weeks.
The governor-elect on Fox and Friends this morning, Gillum had conceded on election night, then took it back when the vote was close enough for a recount under state law. Rake news or fake news?
President Trump cited a conversation with the president of forest-heavy Finland as he spoke about the role of forest management in stemming wildfires.
And they spend a lot of time on raking and cleaning and doing things, and they don't have any problem.
But a Finnish newspaper quoting President Sauli Niinisto as saying that while he remembers speaking briefly with President Trump about forests earlier this month, he can't recall rakes coming up.
Fox's Simon Owen. This is Fox News.
It's the holiday sales event at Ford. It's a big deal, and we're busy making preparations to get you the best deals of the year. Because unlike Santa's presents, ours don't just magically appear. At Ford, ours are built in real factories, where pickup trucks come with best-in-class towing and payload, where SUVs are built with available features like terrain management and driver assist technologies, and where every bolt, stitch, and line of code is tested and tested again. But you don't have to write Santa a letter to get these presents. Naughty or nice, just come see your Ford dealer during our holiday sales event for our best offers of the year. Ford, built for the holidays. Built Ford proud.
Best-in-class towing and payload when properly configured. Class light-duty pickups under 8,500 pounds GVWR based on Ford segmentation.
Here is your one-minute news brief. Senator Bill Nelson conceded his re-election bid to Republican Rick Scott yesterday after a recount left Nelson thousands of votes short of the outgoing governor. In the Florida governor's race, Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum conceded to DeSantis on Saturday. Brenda Snipes, Broward County Supervisor of Elections, submitted her resignation letter late yesterday, facing heavy criticism for misplacing 2,000 ballots. Florida sheriff's deputies fatally shot a drug trafficking suspect they say tried to run them over with his car in St. Lucie County. A Pasco County teacher confessed to secretly videotaping a high school girl as she changed her shirt. 2 Ocala men were arrested on a variety of drug and drug-related charges as part of an undercover operation by Ocala police. And we haven't even eaten our turkey yet, and it's full-on Christmas time at the Magic Kingdom. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is kicked off with music, munchies, milkshakes, and of course, merchandise. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Monday will be a nice day with clouds and some sun. There can be a shower in spots along the coast during the afternoon hours. The high 77 at the coast, 81 inland. Partly cloudy Monday night, mid to upper 50s and some cooler inland spots, mid 60s along the coast. Intervals of clouds and sun on Tuesday. There can be a shower or thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon along the coast, the high 76 to 80. Wednesday, partly sunny, high 74 to 78. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
During this season of Thanksgiving, Palm Garden of Ocala would like to express our gratitude. We are thankful for the opportunity to extend the finest in nursing and rehab services. We are thankful to be a witness to miracles on 34th Street. And most of all, we are thankful for our precious guests and residents who touch our lives every day as we strive to improve theirs. Palm Garden of Ocala, located on the corner of 27th Avenue and 34th Street.
Holiday gift giving is hard. Kids these days have it all. It's a constant struggle to figure out what gifts to give. Sky Zone Ocala has the perfect holiday stocking stuffers you're looking for. Get a 30-minute free jump and socks when you purchase a $35 gift card. You get a free 30-minute jump and socks for every $35 gift card you purchase. This is a limited time deal and must be purchased and used at Sky Zone of Ocala at 2400 Southwest College Road in Ocala. Hurry in before the time runs out.
'Tis the season to be merry at the Appleton Museum of Art's annual Family Day. Saturday, December 1st from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Celebrate the Urban Family to Holiday exhibit filled with decorated trees, the beloved Dickens Village, Nutcracker, and Caroler collections, and more. Be sure to stop by the art space throughout the day for holiday art making projects and visit the second floor to see trees decorated by community organizations. From 1 to 3 p.m., take carriage rides, have photos taken with Santa, and enjoy light refreshments, all free of charge. The Appleton is located on East Silver Springs Boulevard, Ocala. For more information on visiting, visit appletonmuseum.org.
Who comes at you first with all the best holiday decorating ideas? It's Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, of course. Just take a listen to the outstanding values Bob offers for early Christmas shoppers. Great new selection of living potted Christmas trees, gorgeous robin blue cedar, and Carolina blue sapphire. Prices starting as low as $19.99. Christmas cactus are available this week. 4.5-inch size foil wrap, just $3.99, and many larger sizes are available. Thousands of sun and shade-loving camellias, perfect for your home or Christmas giving. Prices starting at just $9.99. Gift certificates, too, get up to $60 free when you get them. And for Veterans Day all this week, Bob is giving a 20% discount to veterans. So come early, come often. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, daily till 4, Saturdays till 2, in the same blooming place since 1952.
The Vanguard Knights continued their undefeated season with a shutout win against the Lake Wales Highlanders to advance to the regional finals against Armwood.
Kind of a line drive. It's going to bounce at the 30. It's picked up at the 35. That's Isaac. He heads over the left side, tries to get to the edge, gets a block, cuts it upfield. He's over midfield. He's got wide open grass in front of him. He's got to outrun one man, and he's going to take it into the house. Touchdowns. Travis, big play. Isaac opens up the second half with a huge kickoff return for the Knights.
The WOCA High School Football Game of the Week is presented by Fuquay Sawmill, serving Ocala and Central Florida for 3 generations since 1938. Fuquay Sawmill for all of your hardwood needs, and Legacy Team Sales, a family-run business that can take care of all of your screen printing and embroidery needs. Call them at 732-6759. This Friday night, the Vanguard Knights will face Armwood at Booster Stadium. Pre-game starts at 7 on WOCA, The Source.
Wow, very cinematic music in that thing, huh?
Yeah, it's great.
Galen Unold is the star of that show. Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are you?
Very, very, very cinematic, that last ad you just did right there.
Like that one?
Yeah.
It's just the music.
Yeah.
It's amazing what music can do for you.
I couldn't even hear what you were saying. I mean, I could, but I was focused more on the music. I was like, well, wow, listen to that. Wow. It's good stuff.
Well, that's funny right there. That's good. Thanks. I think. I don't know.
No, I heard what you said. You said they're taking it into the house. You're taking it into the house. I like that expression.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
Hey, we went to the old Starbucks. It's now called The Lodge, that restaurant downtown.
Oh, yeah, is it good? I saw it.
Oh, well,
yeah.
It's really good.
I am not bold with trying new things, so I had a chicken salad sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
But you can get duck and rabbit and what else? Venison
and alligator.
Alligator.
And bison.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
there's a lot of animals in there.
And pork. But the ambiance is really, really good in there. It's so great. It's absolutely wonderful. Had such a good time.
It always has been nice in there. That's always been a good location.
Yeah.
Right. So are you bold when it comes to trying out new foods?
Yeah. Yeah, I try to be. Let me put it that way. But there are some things, I'm at a certain age now, I just know I don't like. Does that make sense? I'm willing to try something new, but there are just some things I just don't like.
It makes sense.
I don't care how you make Brussels sprouts. I don't like them.
Well, that's probably true. I had a couple of guys ask me at Light Up Ocala if I wanted to try the fried Oreos. Of course, I would have to buy them.
Yeah.
But I said to Robin, I said, I don't need to try them. I already know what they taste like because I know what an Oreo tastes like, and I know what deep fried crab tastes like. So just put the two together, and in your mind, you can sort of taste it, right?
I understand what you're saying, but you wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to buy it, but if somebody offered me, I'd taste it.
Give it a try, yeah. All right, now I would with that, but I wouldn't with a couple of things. Anything that has like suction cups on its legs, like octopus and squid.
Yes.
They're not happening. It's not happening for me.
Okay.
Like duck.
Okay.
Everybody says duck is good, but a duck to me looks like a dog with feathers. They bark at you, they bay, they have a cute face, they even smile. So I don't know about duck. And rabbit, forget it. Come on. That's like eating a dog.
You're getting smaller and smaller. Yeah.
Oh no,
like eating a dog at all.
Yes, it is. I had a rabbit named Duchess, so I can't eat Duchess. There's no way.
Mm-mm.
A lot of people have like pigs and they eat their pig or
I
their cow.
know. I can't eat their pig. I can't eat
I could.
Yeah. So, now fish.
That's what they're here for.
As long
For
as
us to
fish,
eat 'em.
as long as fish don't have suction cups on them, I'm probably okay with them.
Okay. Well, oysters?
Oh yeah, or
You
shells
think with a
around
shell?
them. That's right. If they have a shell around them, I don't want them either. If they turn red when you put them in hot water, I don't want anything to do with them either.
What if you can cover it with tartar sauce?
I might do that. I might do that. In fact, I did that Friday night. We went to see John Tesh with Joe.
Yeah.
And afterwards, Rob and I went to one of those places in the Villages.
Yeah.
And all the food, I said, I'll have fried fish. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And I thought of you. When I used the tartar sauce, I thought, I'm thinking of Galen right
boy.
now. Yeah.
Well, fried fish, first of all, I don't like. There's only a few kinds of fish that you can fry that are still good. So, yeah.
We did invite Joe, but he was working on his motorcycle, so
Yeah.
he had to go home and do that.
So we have a couple. Let's see. We have two sports questions to ask you. Why were the Rams and the Chiefs going to play in Mexico City?
Yes.
Field conditions. Why were they, or why didn't they?
No, I know where they were moving because it does say poor playing conditions in the article.
Mm-hmm.
But why were they there in the first place?
Just to sell more tickets. The NFL just trying to broaden its base. This is the same reason why they go to London. They're just trying to sell more stuff. I mean, it's again when you're curious about what the NFL's doing, it's always about the money. Always, everything they do is about the money.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other sports question we had for Galen? Do you remember?
Gosh. No, just the one about how come they're playing in Mexico in the first place.
Okay, maybe there was only one.
I just don't get it.
Oh, we were probably just going to ask how it went on Friday. It sounds like it went good on Friday, right?
Yeah, it was a rough game to watch. I turned to I think Pat said it best. He said this game is just horrible. It was there was no real flow. The officials did a really bad job, and whenever you have a set of officials that do not control the game, it gets out of hand, and it got really. There was a lot of cheap shots, and I'm surprised that nobody got hurt. I'll put it that way. The officials. It may be one of the worst officiated games. It's the worst game I saw this year officiated, but it may be the worst one I've seen in a couple of years. I know a few years ago at Bellevue, or last year at Bellevue with Trinity, was a horrendous game, but this is right up there with it. This
Really?
is really bad.
And you're putting the blame on the officials?
That's where it belongs, yeah. And again, and I'll give you an example. If you watch a lot of football, and Larry, I know you do. I know you break down film and everything. But when the official blows the whistle, right? You've got about half a second to stop. And if you don't, and you hit somebody, it's a flag. But what they were allowing is they were allowing probably more like a second after the whistle for the play to continue. And that's when people get hurt, because if one guy slows up or stops, and they're thinking, okay, play's dead, let me think about the next play. And then all of a sudden they get hit. A, they can get hurt because they're not ready for it. And B, what it's going to create is more cheap shots because it creates animosity. It's like you let that guy get away with it. I could have been injured, so now I'm going to retaliate.
Oh, my gosh.
And that's just what happens. So it was, and that's what they allowed early. And then and then Vanguard was reacting to it. It got bad. And I was there with Richard Burton, and he said this may be the worst officiated game he's been to. And that guy's been to millions of games. So it was bad. It was bad. And again, at the end, Pat's like, it was just a bad football game. It was exhausting, and because there was no flow to it. It wasn't fun. And a game like that should have been fun.
Wow.
It just wasn't.
Wow.
I hope they hear what you say, the officials, because it sounds like constructive advice. It's constructive criticism, it sounds like.
Yeah, and again, you could tell after the first quarter that this officiating crew was not prepared for this game. I know they were from the Jacksonville area, so they just were not prepared. I don't know if it was the intensity or, the speed of the game, but they were not ready for it. They just were not ready.
Wow, well, interesting. Now, that same type of behavior on the part of the teams as a result of the officials, I'm guessing would not happen at the professional level, correct?
No. I think that it would be, first of all, they know the officials a whole lot better because they see, there's only a set number of officiating crews in the NFL, and they would know them, and they get evaluated after every game. And if they had a game like that, they would either be fined, they would be suspended, or something like that. Because again, it's more of a professional job. I mean, these referees, that were there Friday night, I think probably made $60. But for these kids, it could be the difference between getting a college scholarship and not if they get hurt, right? And that's where I kind of draw the line. It's one thing to make a bad call where nobody's perfect, but it's another thing when you allow the game to no longer be safe. And I think that's what they allowed it to do. That's the issue I have.
Are you off today?
Yeah, I'm off this whole week. Yeah.
All right. I do have a fun topic for you in case you're going to go shopping for things at a dollar store.
It's on the table, probably.
These are the things that you should never buy in a dollar store. The things you should never buy in a dollar store. All right. Before we do that, how is the blood supply?
Hey, right now we're right at a 5-day blood supply. We're going into a week, and now that all these schools are turning this into kind of like a winter break, this Thanksgiving week, traffic is going to be really, really high.
Yeah,
so
that's what they say.
If you are driving, be safe. Take your time. If there is traffic, just relax and listen to some music, or just do whatever you can not to lose your temper, because the last thing we need are more accidents and therefore more people using blood, and that's what we're kind of forecasting. So just get out there, give the gift of life, and donate blood when you see us around, because we're going to be all over the place this weekend.
Yeah.
Whole week,
yeah.
I should say.
All right. Thank you, Palm Garden of Ocala. They are currently having the beautiful Thanksgiving ad that Jan did last year. We're running it again this week. I guess this week we're doing that. Palm Garden of Ocala Health and Rehabilitation Center. While you have the time, go take a tour of Palm Garden. You'll see why people choose Palm Garden. Show up for some of their events. Get on their mailing list. And when they invite the public at large to come to their events, it would be a nice thing to do. Just take a tour. Ask them to show you around. Get yourself knowledgeable about what they can do for rehabilitative needs, for long-term health care needs, for therapeutic needs. Maybe it's for help you walk better or lift your arm better. They can do all of that, and they do it every day. They're at 2700 Southwest 34th Street. 2700 Southwest 34th Street for Palm Garden. And Pan Flooring is at 1201 Southwest 17th Street. There is where you can get the new flooring that you've been thinking about for your home or your office. Make it more beautiful from the floor up. And they, of course, will install it. And, of course, it will be guaranteed. And if something does spill on it, like happens at my desk all the time, it cleans up really, really nice. So go to Pan Flooring and see what they can do. 1201 Southwest 17th Street. Okie dokie. You ready? These are the things you should not buy at the dollar store. Number one, batteries. Do not buy batteries in the dollar store.
That's right.
I think we've all done it just because you didn't have much of a choice. Because you needed it right then. And then, as long as you don't need them for more than like an hour.
Right. You should not buy batteries then. I think
now, if it's for a gift for like your great nephew or something, no problem. No problem at all.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, the less important the person getting the gift is, the less important the batteries have to be. All right, knives, kitchen knives especially, do not buy them at the dollar store. They are break and they're not sharp, and they can be dangerous, actually. How about that?
I didn't think that would be an option, did you? I don't go to get my cutlery at the dollar store. Does that make me a snob?
No. I do love the dollar store. I love shopping there, but there are some things I do not buy there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So what's something you would get there? I can tell you what I get there.
Uh-huh.
It's not for me, but for Doug. Doug likes body wash.
Mhm.
I'm an Ivory, whatever I have. Not Ivory. What do I have? Whatever
Spice,
soap.
I thought you were an Old Spice guy.
I don't even know what kind of soap I have.
You said you get
Irish Spring. Yeah, I get there.
Well, I like their I like their shower curtains and their bath mats and that kind of thing there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And their Christmas decorations. They got the best Christmas decorations ever.
Tools. Don't buy tools.
I would have never gotten Christmas. That never thought about Christmas decorations.
Yeah, they are so.
Oh, I got the Christmas lights on my accordion at the dollar store.
Yeah, that's right.
I paid $1 for them, literally $1, and they still work. When people see them, I only use them really at Light of Ocala. So. Not Light of Ocala, First Friday Art Walk. What am I saying? First Friday Art Walk. And people will always say, where'd you get that? How'd you do that? I got them for $1. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. I got it for $1 at the dollar store. There's a battery in them, and it still works. So there's a battery that went on for life. Tools. Don't buy tools. Let's see. Don't buy oven mitts at the dollar store.
Oh, why is that?
The padding isn't enough to protect you. You'll burn your hands.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. Okay, we won't get those.
Let's see. Avoid the plastic cooking ware. Plastic spoons melt into the soup.
Oh, my.
That's not good.
No.
That's not good, that plastic mixed in with your soup.
No.
Fresh food. Don't buy fresh food at the dollar store.
Well, no, they've got all those, refrigerated things there, but I guess maybe I've never done that. I've never bought fresh food there or milk.
I wonder what they mean by fresh food.
In the coolers.
Oh, okay.
Like lettuce and all that kind of stuff, milk.
Next one, you'll have to be the only one to comment on, Rob. Makeup. Don't buy makeup in the dollar store.
Yes. Yep.
Because
it's not as high quality as the higher dollar amount that you would buy in like Walgreens or Publix when they have Maybelline and all those CoverGirl and stuff like that. Because it flakes and everything, and I like something, sometimes you do have to spend a little bit more money for stuff.
Do not buy electronics in the dollar store, Galen.
Except for lights.
Except for lights? What kind of? Oh yeah, Christmas lights. Let's see. I was watching this video and it was showing on the Apple products. You know that wire that you use to charge up your phone and stuff? It's called a lightning wire, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
They were showing how you should always buy the Apple brand of that because if you buy another one, it could cause it to overheat or it could cause it to overcharge. For some reason, the wires aren't exactly the same, even though they look identical.
Right.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Yeah, it wouldn't have stopped me from buying it an off-brand if I could save $4.
Have you heard about this dog food that gets completely absorbed so your dog doesn't poop as much?
I heard that. I can't understand that.
Gail, have you heard?
Pooping is a normal thing.
No.
Well, this is the exact opposite. They say don't buy dog food at the dollar store. Your dog will be pooping it all out.
Yeah, it's probably all like corn or something.
It's no nutritional value.
Yeah, well, they're in other stores too. There are cheap dog food, and it's not good. It's not healthy. It's all air.
Don't buy your cereal at a dollar store.
Oh, why? Isn't it just still cereal? I mean, it's not like cereal's food anyway.
Yeah, really. It says $1 of Cheerios is not the same as the Cheerios you get in the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Vitamins. Don't buy $1 bottle of vitamins. They're probably worthless.
I would think so.
Dr. Lang used to say all vitamins are worthless until he started making them himself.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah, he did. He used to come on and say, "Don, you're just gonna end up in the toilet, and it's better to eat kale." And he was telling us, and then he started making vitamins.
That's right. Problem solved.
That's right.
Feminine products. Don't buy them in the dollar store, Robin.
Yes.
Yes. Why?
Yes. Because
you have to have an explanation on that.
Yeah.
The off-brands don't work as well, and sometimes they're seconds, and they're not
what
first. because there's a
See,
tiny
did you
flaw
really want
in
an
there.
explanation?
There's a tiny flaw
Can't
in
you
there.
just take her word for it?
So there you go. Yep, there you go. Now, toilet paper is good over there, and paper towels, but, feminine products. No, you don't want seconds. You want the thing.
So tomorrow when Matt comes on, there's something else I heard. That if you buy a car every year, you'll actually save money. But you got to buy a car that's a year old. So you got to let the rich guys buy the brand new car, and they'll bring it back next year, and then you buy it. And then every year after that, you just buy a 1-year-old car.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard that, Galen?
No.
It'll actually save you money in the long run.
I guess because you don't have to buy tires and you only have to change your oil 3 times or something.
I don't know. I guess. Yeah, I think oil changing was part of the package deal. So when you buy a car. All right. Well, that's all the things I have on the list here. So are you all set for Thanksgiving? It's probably
No. We got like almost 30 people coming. No.
Oh, nice.
Really?
A lot of work to do.
So do you organize the event? I mean, besides the food, do you guys have games that you do? Do you do charades or something like that?
No. Mm-mm.
What do you do? Just watch TV?
No, we just talk. There's 30 of us. Yeah.
Are you related to all of them?
No, there'll be some stragglers that just show up. I won't be related to all of them. No.
It's always nice to extend, your invitation, though. My mom does that, too, to different friends, if she knows they don't have a place to go.
Yeah, and when my mom, it's basically my mom's Thanksgiving, we're having it at our house. And so she just brings people, people just show up. And I'm like, who is this? Well, I met them. If you've ever talked to my mom for more than 15 minutes, she's never met a stranger in her life. So, she attracts people. It's kind of weird.
So, that's nice.
So besides the turkey, is there one food item that you hope there are leftovers of?
Well, I'm smoking a ham, so I kind of hope there's some leftover ham, too.
Okay.
I don't remember. Last year, they didn't bring us, the person we had Thanksgiving with didn't make any mac and cheese, which I thought was, really, really wrong. So
don't forget that.
And I remember it was a thing for me, and I couldn't quite get past it. I was like, no mac and cheese? I mean, it's only like the number one side dish in the South. I hope there's my wife makes this broccoli casserole that's really, really good, so I hope that's left over. I hope there's some of everything, because mashed potatoes, even though they're not as good the next day, no, I don't want those the next day. Yeah, I mean, I want there to be turkey and ham so I can have sandwiches for the rest of the 6 or 7 days.
That sounds good. At this restaurant we went to in downtown Ocala, the Lodge, one of the appetizers they offered was called poutine fries.
Yes.
And basically it's French fries with brown gravy on them. And they said that it's Canadian. So we wanted to make sure we told you about it. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, I do know that Canadians, amongst their other shortcomings, they put gravy on fries.
Right.
Yeah, it was really good, but they had cheese too.
But yeah, it had cheese curds in it, but it was called poutine.
Cheese and gravy?
Yes.
That's too much. That's talking about having some bowel movements.
So when we were at the stage area, we bumped into Matthew Wardell, the city councilman, and also he's the maestro over at the orchestra, right?
Yeah.
And so he and his fiance were talking to us, and we were telling him about the visit, and I forgot the word poutine, and I accidentally said, "Oh, we had these poontang fries." And oh my gosh, they started laughing, and I said to Robin, "I think that wasn't the word, poontang. I think I said the wrong thing there."
They're the younger generation;
Yeah.
They know what that is.
So you may have.
I went to my little phone and I said, "What does poontang mean?" And oh man, you gotta look it up, Galen.
You didn't know that? Oh, I didn't need to look it up. I'm familiar.
There you go. You're
I had a definition
generation.
from my younger days, but I forgot it. And then the definition now is not the same I had as my younger days. Neither one of them will I say on the air, by the way. So. All right.
Well, you just said the word on the air. I was kind of shocked.
Well, they got some fries, poutine fries.
That's right.
All right. So have a great day off. Where's the Bloodmobile today?
Hey, Bloodmobile today is actually at the Walmart down on State Road 40. So,
all right.
out on the way to the Daytona Beach if you're going that way.
And Robin says if you have a frozen turkey, today's the day to start the thawing process.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Got to thaw it out today.
All right.
That's right.
All right. Well, enjoy your day. Thank you for what you do, Galen, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
You guys are the best.
All right.
Bye, all.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Woo.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Here is your one-minute news brief. Senator Bill Nelson conceded his re-election bid to Republican Rick Scott yesterday after a recount left Nelson thousands of votes short of the outgoing governor. In the Florida governor's race, Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum conceded to DeSantis on Saturday. Brenda Snipes, Broward County Supervisor of Elections, submitted her resignation letter late yesterday, facing heavy criticism for misplacing 2,000 ballots. Florida sheriff's deputies fatally shot a drug trafficking suspect they say tried to run them over with his car in St. Lucie County. A Pasco County teacher confessed to secretly videotaping a high school girl as she changed her shirt. 2 Ocala men were arrested on a variety of drug and drug-related charges as part of an undercover operation by Ocala police. And we haven't even eaten our turkey yet, and it's full-on Christmas time at the Magic Kingdom. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is kicked off with music, munchies, milkshakes, and of course, merchandise. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Monday will be a nice day with clouds and some sun. There can be a shower in spots along the coast during the afternoon hours. The high 77 at the coast, 81 inland. Partly cloudy Monday night, mid to upper 50s and some cooler inland spots, mid 60s along the coast. Intervals of clouds and sun on Tuesday. There can be a shower or thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon along the coast, the high 76 to 80. Wednesday, partly sunny, high 74 to 78. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
During this season of Thanksgiving, Palm Garden of Ocala would like to express our gratitude. We are thankful for the opportunity to extend the finest in nursing and rehab services. We are thankful to be a witness to miracles on 34th Street. And most of all, we are thankful for our precious guests and residents who touch our lives every day as we strive to improve theirs. Palm Garden of Ocala, located on the corner of 27th Avenue and 34th Street.
The freedom you enjoy this holiday season is protected by our veterans. You can give it back by joining ACE AC of Ocala in supporting Vets Helping Vets USA. Vets Helping Vets USA serves local veterans and their families by providing critical assistance such as food, rent, utilities, and other basic needs. If you give now, ACE AC will double donations by matching contributions up to a maximum of $2,000. Visit aceairfl.com to donate directly or call 352-247-4087 for more information.
'Tis the season to be merry at the Appleton Museum of Art's annual Family Day, Saturday, December 1st from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. Celebrate the Urban Family Holiday Exhibit with decorated trees, the beloved Dickens Village, Nutcracker Collection, and more. Stop by the art space for holiday art-making projects and visit the second floor to see trees decorated by community organizations. From 1 till 3 p.m., take carriage rides, have photos taken with Santa, and enjoy light refreshments, all free of charge. The Appleton is located on East Silver Springs Boulevard in Ocala. For more information, visit appletonmuseum.org.
America's built and based on liberties and freedoms. Liberty HealthShare brings that to healthcare. The liberty of choosing your own doctor. The liberty of choosing your own hospital. Liberty HealthShare makes healthcare affordable to millions of Americans. Light your liberty, starting at $199 for a single, $399 for a couple. And no matter how big the family, only $529. That's $529 for the entire family. To find out how you can save, go to lightyourliberty.com. That's lightyourliberty.com.
The great American menu lives at Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. Sizzling steak burgers made fresh when you order. Premium beef hot dogs, crispy shoestring fries, and Freddy's rich and creamy custard made fresh throughout the day. The classic taste enjoyed by generations of American families. Served every day at Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. With the most American ingredient of all, a smile. Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. The taste that brings you back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.